Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. Welcome to a new episode of Ask the Imam, a program that we host at the Clear Lake Islamic Center. You can see the answers to your questions on our YouTube channel. If you want to ask a question, send us an email at asktheimam, one word, at themasjid.org. That is asktheimam at themasjid.org. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah, Sheikh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
There's this question about niqab, if it is wajib, obligatory, especially in the US.
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, sallallahu rasulullah. The niqab is basically covering most of the face except the eyes, or some scholars said covering the face. That's what usually the fuqaha talk about it, the whole entire face. Is the face awrah, must be covered or not? This is an issue debate between the Muslim scholars. One opinion among the Hanabila that it is awrah and it must be covered, and also one opinion among the Shafi'iyya said the face is awrah and need to be covered. While there is other opinions in these two madhab, and the Maliki and the Hanafi said no, it's not awrah. And you will find also opinion in the Hanafi and the Maliki said to cover. Right. So you'll find the fuqaha, rahimahullah, debate over this. Some of them cover because awrah, some said cover because fitna, it's much safer for the woman and so forth. Wallah alam, for me, it seems to be that covering the face can be only obligatory in certain circumstances. If she feels like somebody looking at her with desire, in this case, she just cover her face, or she feel there is not comfortable with that look and that close interacting, she cover her face until she move away from that situation. Other than that, no. And as for America versus not America, alhamdulillah, we live in a country that allowed you, it's permissible for you to cover your face if you wish, if you want to do that. And if you don't want to do that, it's like there is no rules to force this in it. If you're looking at it from the perspective of, is it much safer to cover your awrah in America or not safer to? Face. I think, the face is more safer or not. I think it is more acceptable to the society when you don't cover your face. I think it is much safer. I would argue, maybe, I don't know. If you're gonna look at it from that perspective, because it's not something common among Muslims to cover the face.
Right.
So with this being said, I think it's whatever you feel comfortable with, alhamdulillah. What I really would like to say about this as well, some people think that, this is highest level of iman and stuff like that to cover the face. I don't think you should approach it this way and you think you're so better than anybody else just because you cover the face, because the majority of the fuqaha said you don't have to. So, and it is permissible. So you're not doing something like, okay, this is like higher level of iman. Some people take it as a challenge for themselves, which is, in my opinion, just a wrong approach to the whole issue.
I mean, added to that is the attitude sometimes of the people who are not covering their faces towards the sisters who are covering their faces. Sometimes it would be, let's say, feeling like they're judgmental a little bit, or maybe they're not comfortable with seeing a sister covering her face. And
beautiful.
So,
yeah,
what do you say to that?
Yeah, Jazakallah khair. That's a very good point. We see sometimes some Muslim or have Islamophobia kind of towards sister who wears niqab.
Yeah.
And they said, these are too strict. This is like backwards. No, it's not. Those sisters following a very strong opinion among the fuqaha, and a very common opinion among the fuqaha, rahimahullah. The fuqaha said it is wajib or recommended, or it's permissible. So she's not coming with something like, out of the ordinary. No, it is something, maybe it was the most common practice about 100 years ago. Then most of the Muslim country, most of women cover their face. Only after colonization of Muslim world from the Western world, that covering the face became not the norm. But before that time, actually, it was very common. If you look at pictures in Syria and Egypt and Eastern Europe, like Albania and these areas, you will find majority of women cover their face. And even in Europe, it used to be also a common thing for women to cover their face. So I think we should not look down upon, should not judge them, should not claim that they are strict or anything of that nature. At the same time, be friendly. Alhamdulillah. Good point. Thank you.
Jazakallah khair.
Direction.
Barakallah feekum. Thank you very much for your questions. We'll see you next episode.